or the degree of coolness is called temperature. Slide 2, sir. And also, we know the concepts of the average kinetic energy of the molecules is directly proportional to the absolute temperature. The rate of rise in temperature depends on the nature of the substance. These two concepts we know by using some activities also. In previous class, we discussed about these two concepts also. Now, in today's class, we discuss about how can we calculate the amount of heat energy. That is very important. So, how can we calculate the heat energy? That is formula. How can we derive that formula? That is our today's class. So, sir, board, sir. Yes. So, for that purpose, here we conduct one small activity here. First of all, take two beakers of same value. Suppose this one A and this one B. Same size or same value of two beakers. Now fill one A with 250 grams of water. A is filled with 250 grams of water. And B filled with 100 grams, 1000 grams of water. 1000 grams of water. Now heat these two beakers with the same temperature till the temperature raise up to 60 degrees centigrade. So please listen carefully here. So first of all, we take here just beaker A and beaker B, that means the same size of beakers. Fill one with 250 grams of water and another one fill with 1000 grams of water. Now keep the both beakers till the temperature is nearly up to rises to 60 degrees centigrade. So temperature is 60 degrees centigrade. Now note down the heating time required to raise the temperature of water to 60 degrees centigrade. So now timing. So generally you can give your answer also, but don't unmute. Which beaker needed more time? Definitely 1 kg of water, because it has greater quantity. 1000 grams is the greater quantity. Lesser quantity here is 250 grams. So quantity means here the mass of the substance. So generally in previous class we know about heat is denoted by capital Q. Mass is denoted by small m. So here we need more heat to supply more heat energy to a greater quantity of water than the lesser quantity of water. Do you understand this one? So here 250 grams of water and here 1000 grams of water. So when compare this heat energy that we require to raise the temperature 60 degrees centigrade, here it is a greater quantity than its one. So that means you need more heat energy to raise the temperature to 60 degrees centigrade per 1000 grams when compared to the 250 grams. So here what we know from this activity here, the amount of heat energy, that is Q, is directly proportional to M. M means mass of the substance. So if If you take more substance, that means if you take a larger quantity of substance, then you need more heat energy. But when the constant temperature, so here T, delta T is, or T is constant. So here you need more heat energy to a larger quantity of substance. So Q is proportional to M. So this is equation number 1. Now let us take another activity. Take another beaker, a big beaker or a vessel, filled with 1 liter of water. Now heat the beaker and note down the temperature or reading of the thermometer every 2 minutes. Suppose, first of all, when we initial temperature is, first of all, when we take, that is 30 degrees centigrade, you recorded the temperature every 2 minutes. Suppose after 2 minutes, 32 degrees centigrade. Is it temperature increase or not? Yes. If we give heat energy, then automatically the temperature also increase. After again 2 minutes, then 34 degrees. Again 2 minutes, 36. That means here when we give more heat energy here, then what happened here? The temperature also increase. So how the difference between these two? Suppose 32 minus 30. So every 2 minutes, 2 degrees centigrade temperature increase. So the rise of temperature is 2 degrees centigrade. This rise of temperature, generally temperature is denoted by capital T. Capital T. But the rise of temperature is denoted by delta V. So here, if you continuously give or when you give heat energy to the beaker or to the water, then what happened here? The rise of temperature increase. That means Q is proportional to delta T. But here, M is constant. M is mass of the substance. How much amount of substance we take here? 1 liter. So 1 liter is the constant here. If you do heat energy continuous, then what happens? The rise of temperature also increase. So if you give more heat energy, then rise of temperature also increase. If you decrease the amount of heat energy, then automatically the rise of temperature also decrease. So what is the relation here? So this relation is known as directly proportional. So Q is proportional to delta T when M is constant. In equation number 1, Q is directly proportional to M. In equation number 2, we get Q is directly proportional to delta T. So from 1 and 2 here, we can write Q is proportional to M delta T. So Q is proportional to M delta T. So if we remove this proportional, suppose we write as equal to. Then if you write equal to, then we give one constant number. I take S. M S delta T. Here S is the constant of the substance. This constant is known as the specific heat of the substance. So S is equal to constant that is known as specific heat of the substance. So this is very important. So how can we calculate the amount of heat energy? So by using this formula. So Q is equal to m s delta T. Here S is the constant. This constant is called as specific heat of the substance. Suppose if you write the S is the subject. Suppose S is the subject. So Q is equal to m s delta T. We get. So if S is written as a subject, then what happens? This m delta T goes to transfers to this side. Then what happens? Q by m delta T. This is the formula for specific heat of the substance. This is very important. So here S means the terms. S means specific heat of the substance. Q means the heat, that means the heat absorbed or the heat given to the substance. M means mass of the substance, and delta T is the rise in temperature. So by using this formula, we can know the specific heat of the substance. So this is very important. In public examination, it can be asked in 3 ways. The question. The first one is derive Q is equal to ms delta T. And also write the formula for specific heat of the substance and explain the terms also. So here Q is equal to ms delta T is the equation for heat, and S is equal to Q by m delta T is the specific heat of the substance formula. So terms, explain the terms means S means specific heat of the substance, Q means the heat energy, M is mass of the substance, and delta T is rise in temperature. So this is Q, the amount of heat energy formula. Sir, slides are slide 3. Yes. So here, once again, I recall with the slide, with the help of slide. So first of all, the amount of heat absorbed by an object is depending on 2 factors. One is mass of the object, and second one is rising temperature of the object. So first one is Q is proportional to M. M means mass of the object. And the second one is Q is proportional to delta T. Delta T means here rise in temperature. Next slide, sir. Next slide, sir. Yes. So from equation 1 and 2, what we get here? Q is directly proportional to M delta T. So if we write equal to, then what happens here? S is the constant here that we take here. This S is the constant is known as specific heat of the substance. So Q is equal to ms delta T. If we write S is the subject, then S is equal to Q by m delta T. Now, if m equal to 1 unit, please observe here, if m equal to 1 unit, delta T equal to 1 degree centigrade, then what happens? S is equal to Q by 1 into 1. So that equal to, S is equal to Q. S is equal to Q. That means S is specific heat, Q means the heat, the amount of heat energy. ఎప్పుడు ఈక్వల్ అవుతుంది అవి రెండు చెప్పండి. If m equal to 1 unit and delta T equal to 1 degree centigrade. So by this concept, we can define the specific heat as follows. Specific heat definition, sir? Definition,
sir? గీకేదండి మా ఫోన్ లో పట్టుకొని స్లైడ్లు అంతా కప్పుగా నాకు ఇక్కడ రాదు సార్ బచ్చే गुड़ियान सब
सर
अच्छे है, गुड़ियान सब डालते हैं इसके ऊपर।
పిల్లలు స్లైడ్ కింద ఏమి గీయకండి.
ఇదండి మా దాని మీద అంతా స్లైడ్ నెంబర్ సార్
5 సార్.
స్క్రీన్ మీరు చూస్తా ఉండండి అంతా, ఎవరు గీకద్దండి.
Yes. So here, please observe here. So please observe here. Q is equal to M S delta T. So if S is the subject, then S is equal to Q by M delta T. So if M mass is equal to 1 unit, then delta T equal to 1 degree centigrade. Then what happened here? S is equal to Q by 1 into 1. So we get S is equal to Q. So from this here, we can define the specific heat of the substance. So what is specific heat? The amount of heat required to raise the temperature of unit mass. Here we observe that 1 unit. So unit mass of the substance by 1 degree centigrade. So once again I repeat the definition. The amount of heat energy required, that means the amount of heat energy required to raise the temperature of the unit mass of the substance by 1 degree centigrade is called as specific heat of the substance. Sir, blackboard sir. Yes. So the amount of heat energy required to raise the temperature of 1 unit mass of by 1 degree centigrade, it is known as specific heat. So now we discuss about units. If you know the formula of specific heat, then we can write the units easily. So what is the formula? S is equal to Q by M delta T. So now units in CGS and SI, in both CGS and SI. So CGS system. In previous class, we know about the CGS unit of heat. What is the CGS unit of heat? Is calorie. By, here by is there, by M. M means mass. What is the CGS unit of mass? That is gram into delta T, temperature. What is the CGS unit of temperature? Degree centigrade. So here calorie per gram degree centigrade is the CGS unit of specific heat. So if you know the equation, that is formula, then you can write easily the units. So calorie per gram degree centigrade. Now SI system. SI system. In SI system, what is the SI unit of heat? Joule by or per. What is the SI unit of mass? Kg. That means kilogram. What is the SI unit of temperature? Is Kelvin. So degree Kelvin. So joule per kg Kelvin is the SI unit of specific heat. So these are very important for big purpose. That means half mark. What are the units? SI unit or CGS unit of specific heat? So CGS unit is calorie per gram degree centigrade and SI unit is joule per kg degree Kelvin. So now we take one relation. 1 calorie per gram degree centigrade is equal to 1 kilocalorie per kg degree Kelvin. 1 calorie. This is the CGS unit and this is the SI unit. Now we convert into. So 1 calorie is equal to 4.186 joules. In first class we know about 1 calorie is equal to 4.186 joules. So here 1 calorie is 4.186 joules. Kilo, here kilo is there. Please observe here. Kilo means 1000. 1000 can be written as 10 cube. So into 10 cube joules per kg degree Kelvin. So this is the relation between the 1 calorie per gram degree centigrade is equal to 4.186 joules per kg degree Kelvin. Sir, slide, sir. Yes. So this is very important question for 2 marks. Define specific heat and write the units of specific heat. So what is specific heat? The amount of heat required to raise the temperature of unit mass of the substance by 1 degree centigrade is called as specific heat of the substance. So units, what is the CGS unit of specific heat is calorie per gram degree centigrade. SI unit is joule per kg degree kelvins. So relation 1 calorie per gram degree centigrade is equal to 4.186 because 1 calorie is equal to 4.186 joules. Kilo means 1000. 1000 means we can write as 10 cube. So 4.186 into 10 cube joule kg Kelvin. Okay. Now observe the table. Slide 6, sir. Yes, please observe here. Here some substances specific heats are given in CGS system and also in SI system. Please observe here all of them. In CGS system, first of all, observe that one. Which one has a greater specific heat? Please observe the table. Greater 0 points. First to 10 వరకు కూడా అన్ని కూడా 0 పాయింట్స్ లో ఉన్నాయి. సో 11th వన్ చూడండి 1 water. Yes. So water has greater specific heat. It has a larger specific heat. So here when we observe that one here different substances have different specific heat values. Is it? Here different substances are given in the table and also they have different specific heat values. So here why these are the specific heat of the substances are differ from different substances, because of in third activity in activity 3 the average kinetic energy of the molecules is directly proportional to its absolute temperature. Is it the third activity that is? And also we know that the rise of temperature, activity 5, the rise of temperature depends on the nature of the substance. This is activity 5. So from these two concepts here, when the specific heat is high, the rate of rise or fall in the temperature is low. Please careful listen here. Specific heat ఎక్కువగా ఉంది అంటే the rate of rise or fall in temperature is low. So here when you observe that one, copper చూడండి 0.095 ఉంది. ఐరన్ చూడండి 0.115 ఉంది. Is it? When we compare this to one, generally మన ఇంట్లో ఎక్కువగా పాత్రల కింద కాపర్ బాటమ్ ఉంటాయి. ఎందుకు చెప్పండి? Because of less specific heat. Specific heat తక్కువగా ఉంటే the rays are fall, the temperature is high. Specific heat ఎక్కువగా ఉంటే the rate of rise in temperature is low. Specific heat తక్కువగా ఉంటే opposite, the rise or fall in temperature is increase. సో ఇక్కడ మనం కాపర్ బౌల్స్ యూస్ చేసినట్లయితే త్వరగా హీట్ ఎక్కుతాయి బికాజ్ ఆఫ్ లెస్ స్పెసిఫిక్ హీట్. అదే వాటర్ తీసుకున్నాం అనుకోండి, వాటర్ స్పెసిఫిక్ హీట్ ఈస్ 1, సో ఇట్ హ్యాస్ a larger specific heat substance. Okay, so here we know that the rise in temperature depends on its nature of the substance, and the specific heat is also depends on the nature of the substance. So if specific heat is high, then what happened? The rate of rise or fall is low. This is very important. So why the specific heat is different from different substances? Because of, you know that, the kinetic energy. Kinetic energy means not only kinetic energy, it contains, the molecules contain different types of energies like linear kinetic energy, vibrational kinetic energy, rotational kinetic energy, potential energy. That means these total energies are called as internal energies. So here when we supply heat here to the system, the heat energy given to it will be shared by molecules among the various types of energies. This sharing, that means this sharing is different from substances to substance because of kinetic energy. The main cause is kinetic energy is different for different substances. So here, that's why here specific heat is different from different substances. So this one also very important concept. Why different substances have different specific heats? Because of their kinetic energy. That means main is total internal energy. Kinetic energy, not only the kinetic energy, it has vibrational energy, potential energy, rotational energy. These all energies are called as kinetic internal energy.
Sir, last 4 minutes, sir.
Sir?
Last 4 minutes unta inka.
देखता हूँ सर, टाइम है सर. ओके, नेक्स्ट स्लाइड सर. स्लाइड 7 सर.
फिर इनका तो डाउट आ रहा है, बात करेंगे और.
ओके ओके सर. स्लाइड 7 हो गया सर, इंटरनल एनर्जी. स्लाइड 8 सर. स्लाइड 9 सर. Yes. Now we discuss about the application of specific heat. This is very important question. Applications of specific heat. Everyone knows that the main source of heat energy is sun. We get heat energy from sun. So here the water sources are oceans, rivers, seas, ponds. Especially a large water sources means oceans. So oceans absorb the heat energy and maintaining a relative constant temperature. Suppose these oceans are absorb the heat energy from the sun. That's why here oceans are called as storehouses, heat storehouses of the earth. Oceans are behave like a heat storehouses for the earth. And also they can absorb a large amount of heat at the equator without appreciate rise in temperature due high specific rate of water. We know that water has a larger specific heat, that is 1. So here therefore oceans moderate the surroundings temperature near to the equator. So ocean water em chestundi ikkada, it transport the heat away from the equator to areas closer to the north and south poles. So please slide 10 sir. Yes, so here when you observe that one, here oceans are behave like a heat stores of the earth. So they absorb more heat energy because of the rise in temperature or fall is low, because of its specific heat is large. That means higher specific substance is water. Next slide sir. So water's high specific capacity, heat capacity, helps to moderate daily air temperature around larger bodies of water. Larger bodies of water means oceans. So here from oceans to land part to oceans. So because of it is nearly water specific heat is nearly more than 4 times of the other metals, most of the metals. Slide 12 sir. Yes, do you know the weather fruit name? That is watermelon. In summer season everyone eats that one because of it contains more quantity of water. So here watermelon, when you kept in fridge for 2 hours 3 hours, when you brought out from the refrigerator, it retains coolness for a long time. మీరు మామూలుగా పుచ్చకాయ 2 hours పెట్టేశారు అనుకోండి, మళ్ళీ బయటికి తీసినా కూడా చాలా సేపటి వరకు చల్లగానే ఉంటుంది. ఎందుకు ఉంటుంది? బికాజ్ ఆఫ్ ఇట్ కంటైన్స్ మోర్ వాటర్ అండ్ ఆల్సో వాటర్ ఈజ్ ఏ గ్రేటర్ specific heat. If it has greater specific heat, then what happened? The rise or fall in temperature is low. Specific heat ఎక్కువగా ఉంది అంటే అవి త్వరగా ఉష్ణాన్ని గ్రహిస్తాయి, అదే విధంగా త్వరగాను కోల్పోతాయి. ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ మనం తీసుకున్నట్లయితే just observe that one, watermelon. In watermelon the when